Good morning, everyone. Today we're, as Mr. Roger Wiggum said, first thank you. Thank you for Montgomery to hosting our second annual Diwali Chapel. And we're really hoping that this becomes a tradition every year going forward as well. And as Mr. Raj said, today is Diwali, so wish you all a very happy Diwali. And it's a very festive time. And I don't know if you remember from last year, we had a Diwali Chapel where we talked about the festival. And does anyone remember what Diwali is? What it's called, the festival of what? It is a holiday, and kind of a clue right in front here. Go ahead. Yes, the Festival of Lights. And so we, just to remind you, it's celebrated in many ways. We spend time with friends and family, eat a lot of sweets, as Mr. Rod said, and share gifts. We have prayer, and most of all, we decorate our homes with bright lights, some traditional lamps that you can see in the front. We have some clay diyas as candles, and then, of course, with technology, light up the house with electrical lights, mainly our Christmas lights. So we pull them out a lot earlier than many of you do, and then we keep them on till Christmas time. The other aspect of how we celebrate is, Enan and Aman presented last year, is also celebrating our cultural heritage, our culture from India. And so what we thought for today would be to bring some of that culture here to Montgomery. And so I'm very excited to bring a friend of mine, but who's a wonderful artist, to Montgomery. So let me introduce Mrs. Narayan. She is an accomplished dancer, choreographer, and a teacher in the classical dance form of Bharatanatyam. And she's going to share with you a little more information about it as well. She trained under the Guru Shri U.S. Krishna Rao and Srimati Chandrabhaga Devi of Mahamaya in India. She's been dancing for a very long time. She completed her formal training at the, or I wouldn't say, she completed her formal stage solo, which is called an Arangetram. This is a very intense program for students of Bharatanatyam, and she did this at the age of 13. So it's really wonderful. And she has performed all over India and all over the United States, such as the World Heritage Celebration in Philadelphia. Mrs. Narayan has founded the Natya Arthi School of Dance in Downingtown in 2005, where she teaches and promotes Bharatanatyam to new generation of dancers here in the US. And aside from being a dancer, running a school, a wonderful mom of two, she is an alumni Penn Stater with a master's in computer science and engineering. And she leads a team in a local technology company as well as her day job. So, very busy woman. So I'd like you all to put your hands together to please welcome Mrs. Arthi Narayan.
Hi, good morning. Lovely to see such beautiful faces. Happy Diwali to everybody who celebrates and everybody who's learning about Diwali. So I'm going to showcase an Indian classical dance form called Bharatanatyam. Yes, that's right. It's a lot of syllables, right? Bharatanatyam. It's 5 syllables in a word. Wow. Let me talk a little bit about what that classical dance form means. Bha stands for the Sanskrit word bhava, which means emotion, expression. Ra stands for the Sanskrit word raga, which means melody or tune. And ta stands for the Sanskrit word tala or talam, which means rhythm or beat. Natyam is another Sanskrit word, and that means dance. So Bharatanatyam is the dance of expression, melody, and rhythm. Bharatanatyam is one of the Indian classical dance forms, and it's one of the most widely practiced and promoted dance forms in India and over the world right now. There are 8 classical Indian dance forms, and some of the others are Kuchipudi, Kathakali, Kathak, Mohiniyattam, Manipuri, Odissi, and Satriya. So you have all these different classical dance forms that are being learned and performed all over India and now all over the world as well. So when we talk about Bharatanatyam, we normally are telling a story. We're expressing something. We're using our feelings to express something, and the audience, that is you, have to feel what we are expressing. And that's when the dancer and the audience can connect. So to give you an example, we use hand gestures to express. We have many different hand gestures. So something where I don't talk, but I'll tell you, you can guess. And you can scream it out. It's fine. Perfect. See, you got it ready. Go, that's right. Me. You. Everywhere. And what about this? All of you, right? And let's see. So I can also share different kinds of stories with you that are highlighted in the different Indian epics like Mahabharata and Ramayana. Now, Bharatanatyam was started really long time ago, almost 2,500 years ago, in the temples of South India. So how many of you have been to India here? Oh, that's great. Okay, we have a lot of hands up. So if you haven't, plan to go to India sometime. There's a lot of dance, a lot of color, a lot of different languages spoken, a lot of different foods you can eat. So coming back to dance, it was started almost 2,500 years ago in the temples of South India. It was started as a way to worship the Almighty. And Bharatanatyam is more spiritual nowadays, but we still talk about the Hindu gods and goddesses. Bharatanatyam is known for its costume. You can see what I'm wearing. This is custom stitched for my body. It is normally a sari, which is about 5.5 to 6 yards long, and the tailor stitches it. And you can see there are different pieces that I've kind of attached today. And then we all wear bells on our feet. So when I dance, you can hear my feet and you can hear the bells. And the makeup. So the reason why we do all this makeup and wear this jewelry is when we're expressing different emotions like joy, anger, fear, sadness, happiness, smile, friendship. Persons sitting all the way at the back should be able to understand what kind of emotion I am projecting, right? So it accentuates all the feelings I have. So you see my eye makeup, you see all the jewelry I wear. So all this is part of the dance. And there are a lot of different poses, and there's also different kinds of footwork that we use. And you'll see when I do a little snippet of a dance to give you an idea. So I'm going to kind of talk a little bit about, I want to keep it a little interactive. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you some different animals in the style of Bharatanatyam, and you can guess. So let me put this mic away, and I'll come back. So you guys kind of get an idea. So when we tell stories, we talk about animals, we talk about different gods, we talk about human emotions. So now I'm going to show you a little brief Bharatanatyam dance item. This is on Krishna. Krishna is one of the Hindu gods. So the composer who's written this music says that everything about Krishna is sweet. His lips are sweet. His face is sweet. His eyes are sweet. His smile is sweet. His walk is sweet. His heart is sweet. The whole world is sweet because of Krishna. He plays the flute. This flute is sweet. The music that comes out, his speech is sweet. So you'll get an idea when I do this dance. And I think it's a good time to start the dance. Sit back and enjoy.
बृन्दावन परितज्य पादम् एकं न गच्छति 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 अधरं मधुरं वदनं मधुरं नयनं मधुरं हसितं मधुरम् अधरं मधुरं वदनं मधुरं नयनं मधुरं हसितं मधुरं हृदयं मधुरं गमनं मधुरं हृदयं मधुरं गमनं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम् अखिलं मधुरम् अखिलं मधुरम् बृन्दावन परितज्य पादम् एकं न गच्छति
Tajam, tajam, tanam, takajam, tarum, kedim, tajam, tajam, tanam, takajam, tarum, kedim, tajam, tanam, tarum, kedim, tajam, tanam, tarum, kedim, ta, takadik, tadim, gena, ta, takatadim, gena, takatadim, gena, ta, tadim, gena, tadim, gena, tadim, gena, ta.
वचनं मधुरं चरितं मधुरं वसनं मधुरं वलितं मधुरं वचनं मधुरं चरितं मधुरं वसनं मधुरं वलितं मधुरं चलितं मधुरं भ्रमितं मधुरं चलितं मधुरं भ्रमितं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम् अखिलं मधुरम् अखिलं मधुरम् बृन्दावन परितज्य पादम् एकं न गच्छति
Tatana, tana, tatana, ta, tanam, tadita, junu, junu, tajunu, ta, tanam, tadita, tana, tana, tatana, tajunu, junu, tajunu, tadimi, dimi, tadimi, takita, kita, takita, tatana, ta, tatana, tajunu, ta, tatana, tajunu, tadimi, ta, tatana, tajunu, tadimi, takita, ta, kadaka, tarigida, gom, ta, kadaka, tarigida, gom, ta, kadaka, tarigida, gom.
वेणुर्मधुरो रेणुर्मधुरः पाणिर्मधुरः पादम् एकं न गच्छति
तद्दित्तडीग तकता कडतकतगिडदुं तकदित्तडीग तकतै कडतकतगिडदुं तद्दित्तडीग तकता तकदित्तडीग तकतै तद्दित्तडीग तकदित्तडीग तडीग कडतकतगिडदुं तडीग तक कडतकतगिडदुं तडीग तकतिक कडतकतगिडदुं
गीतम्
Thank you so much, and I'd like to thank Saroj, my good friend, for giving me this opportunity, and all the teachers and staff at Montgomery School. Thank you.